an adverse effect in terms of elevating the cholesterol. And let me share with you why. You remember early on we talked about the function of cholesterol? There's one more thing that cholesterol did that I should have mentioned, is that cholesterol, what cholesterol is responsible for is making something called bile. Okay? The liver takes cholesterol and then it converts cholesterol into bile or bile salts. And that's used to break down fats and oils, or you can call it an emulsifier. Like, for example, if there's oil on my hand, can plain water get oil off of my hand? No. What do I need to get the oil off of my hand? Soap. So soap breaks down oil to help it to be able to actually get off of my hand or dissolve off my hand. That's exactly how bile works. Bile is an emulsifier that helps break down fats and oils. Is that clear? Amen? It's like a detergent. Bile acts like a detergent. Now, here is something that's pretty deep. Even though nuts do not contain cholesterol, if you overdo it on them, they can have an adverse effect and elevate the cholesterol level. How do they do it? Real simple. Here's how they do it, real simple. You remember in this book, Ministry of Healing? You're going to hear a statement that I read, and it's going to make sense. It says here that care should be taken, however, not to use too large a portion of nuts. Care should be taken, however, not to use too large a portion of nuts. Why did the Lord say that? Because if you overdo it on the things that are good, it will have an adverse effect on the body. Does that make sense? Okay? Because if you have too much fats in the body will have to go to the liver, and the liver will produce cholesterol, take cholesterol to make bile to break down the excessive amount of fats and oils. That's why in the past, many individuals tend to say that nuts, avocado, coconut, and all these items are high in cholesterol. Not that they're high in cholesterol, but because they're high in fats, if you overdo it on the good stuff, it has an adverse effects which trigger cholesterol manufacturing and ultimately will affect bile production, and as a result, you find the cholesterol goes up. Now, this is something deep I'm about to share with you, and this is amazing. Do you know that if you're practicing a good, healthy lifestyle and you cheat, it affects your cholesterol level for the next 2 weeks? Let's say you're trying to manage cholesterol and you're doing real good, and you decide to reward yourself once every week or once every 2 weeks. It's going to keep the number high consistently, because whatever changes you make on cholesterol, it affects it for the next 2 weeks. Cholesterol works a little different than regular glucose, diabetes, sugar, because with regular glucose and sugar, the decision you make today, it affects tomorrow. Out in a couple of days, you can come right back down. But cholesterol, not so. What you eat today affects it for the next 2 weeks. Does that make sense? Amen. Take back for the next 2 weeks. Oh, blessings, Mom. I will come and take my book back. See? Amen. So it's good when you leave things up to the Lord. You don't ever have to worry. See, if I try to wrestle moms back there now, people are like, oh, look, Brother Luke beating up poor moms on the tape. But if I let she and the Lord work it out, she just hand me my book back. Amen? What I want to do now is to go into the treatment of cholesterol. If someone has high cholesterol, what can they do? Real simple. Real simple. We don't have to get real technical. Real simple. Okay? First thing I want to do is to turn the faucet off. Okay, turn the faucet off. Okay? And to turn the faucet off, it's a simple situation in turning the faucet off. And I'm going to just pause right here until they can go right ahead and replace those tapes. I can't do so. I just pause right here. Amen?